First off, I'd like to say all praise is due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. A double honors to those elders and apostles out there that's teaching this truth from GMS. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways around the four corners of the earth preaching this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed, hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All us that's in this truth, that's out there on the highways and byways, all those elders and apostles that teach this truth, all the sisters and brothers that's in this truth, hopefully we're part of the elect. With that being said, I was just sitting up here thinking about something to do, and one of the elders, I don't know if it was Elder Gabar, Elder Tahar, they did like something about 2 or 3 days ago. They did, I don't know what the lesson was about, but I heard one of them speaking about the Georgia guidelines. So I thought it'd be a good idea just to, do something on it, just to look it up. So first things first, let me get a scripture. This is Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in their power of their hands. So woe to all those people, which means destruction to those who devise iniquity. Here it is. You sleep on it. You think about it all the time. You're thinking of evil ways just to do something in this world. And as soon as you get a chance to, you practice it. As soon as the morning comes, as soon as the light comes, as soon as you get an opportunity, you're doing something evil. Because it's in your power. Because right now the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, like it says in Job 9:24. The earth right now is given into the hands of the wicked. So right now, everything's in their rulership, under their power, and they do what they want with it right now until till Yahweh Shai comes back and take them out of that rulership. But I was just sitting up here thinking about, like I said, one of the elders, and I'm sorry, I don't know if it's Elder Gabar, Elder Tahar. I don't know if it was from Daily Edification, Daily Exhortation, or if it was from GMS DocuTube. But they did a lesson, I want to say about 2 or 3 days ago, and they mentioned the Georgia Guidestones. And I just happened to be listening to it, so I thought I'll look it up. It was giving me something to do, so I thought, like I said, sometimes, man, when you're looking for something, sometimes it just hits you right in the face. And so I'm going to read a little bit on it. I hope this is edifying for you, brothers. Where I want to start. Oh, okay, so I'm going to start on the history of it. In June 1979, a man using the pseudonym Robert C. Christian approached the Elberton Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans and commissioned this structure. So the pseudonym means that he used an alias. He used a false name. He didn't want them to know his real name. He used the name Robert C. Christian, and he approached this granite company about building this structure. So he didn't really want to use his name at all, so he used a pseudonym, an alias, or a false name. He gave him a false name. And so the monument was unveiled March 22, 1980, before an audience of about 400 people. It was on 5 acres of land that was purchased by Christian in October 1st, 1979, from a farm owner named Wayne Mullenix. And so this 5 acres of land was purchased for this monument. And here's the description of the monument. On the monument, the message consisted Slakia. On the monument, it consisted of 10 guidelines or principles engraved in it in the stones. Salakia, let me read that again. Inscription. A message consisting of a set of 10 guidelines or principle was engraved on the Georgia Guidestones in 8 different languages. And here are the languages. It was English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindu, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russia. And now I'm finna read off the 10 guidelines that were on there. The first one: maintain humanity under 500 million in a perpetual balance with nature. Number 2, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Number 3, unite humanity with a living new language. Number 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with a temperate reason. Number 5, protect people and the nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 6, let all nations rule eternally, resolving external disputes in the world court. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. Yeah, right. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. Number 9, prize, truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Number 10, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature, leave room for nature. Now it says leave room for nature for twice, and it says be not a cancer on the earth. You're the biggest cancer on the earth. You so-called East Edomites. You're the biggest cancer on the earth. But I was just sitting up here. Now I gave you a description, and I gave you what the 10 guidelines were written on these stones, and there was a few articles written about it. As a matter of fact, there were a few interpretations of it. Like somebody, I don't know if this was a newspaper or a magazine, but it was from The Wire, that some people stated that they labeled them the 10 Commandments of the Antichrist. So, some people thought it was the 10 Commandments of the devil, so, but I thought this was just an interesting article to read. I thought it'd be something just interesting to get into since the elder was talking about it. So, like I said before, I hope it's a little bit edifying. It seems like it was an interesting article. I mean, he didn't go in too much on it. He just sit up here and said, the Georgia Guidestones. He said, look it up, and you'll find out a lot about it. So, I'm hoping that this is a little bit edifying for you. But I'm going to leave off with this verse right here from Psalms. I'm going to read, it's Psalm 64. I was going to read just 5, but I'm going to read from 2, starting from 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Number 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Number 5 was the one I was trying to get to. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see me? And this is what I was thinking about when I was thinking about the guy who hid his name, Robert C. Christian. He didn't tell him his name. And here it is. He said a small group of loyal Americans. So here it is, a small group of people got together, made these guidelines, and set up here and commune. They talked and start about evil matters, keeping the population under 500 millions and all other sorts of dumb silliness that they think of. But like I said, I thought this would be I hope this was a little bit edifying. I thought it was a good idea just to look it up. It's, I was, the water to those Elder Gabar, Tahar, I don't know which one, who, when they mentioned it just gave me a topic to look up for a lesson. So with that being said, I'd like to say all praise is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Wakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles for GMS who teach this truth. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways who preach this truth around the four corners of the earth and in the main concourses of the city. El salutations to the hopeful elect. And like I said, hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, all us that's in this truth, all you brothers, all you sisters, all the elders and apostles, all of us that's in this truth, hopefully we're part of the elect. And with that being said, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Abba Babal. Shalom.